Hey guys, today I'm doing a Sarah Hyland makeup tutorial. I'm so excited about this. I've been wanting to do this forever. I found this picture of her, don't even know what it's from, but obviously you saw it in the thumbnail and you'll see it in the video. I think she is absolutely stunning and gorgeous, and her makeup looks amazing and she's so beautiful, and obviously I do not look nearly as good as her in any way, shape, or form, but I think I recreated her makeup look pretty well. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's really natural but really unique. I really hope I did her justice. If you want to see how I got this makeup tutorial, how I got this makeup look, then please keep on watching. To start this tutorial, she has really dewy skin in this picture I'm looking at, so I'm going to start off with a kind of moisturizing prep spray, and I'm using the Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I just think this is a really nice way to prep your skin, especially if you want a dewy makeup look. How cute do I look? I look like a boy. Yeah. Anyways, so then we're going to put on our foundation. I'm going to be mixing the Rimmel Match Perfection and the Rimmel Lasting Finish, because this one gives a really dewy finish, but this one has really good coverage. I have reviews on both of these on my channel if you are interested in that. So I'm just going to apply that and we'll be right back. That's the foundation, and then we're going to go in with concealer. So for under the eyes, I'm going to be using my Bad by Under Eye, which is the best concealer in the history of the universe. I talked about it in my top 5 favorite concealer video. It's just so amazing. Her under eye doesn't look highlighted, but it looks so not dark or anything, so that's why I'm using this, because I have pretty bad dark circles and I only need the smallest little bit of this to go a really long way. That little drop right there is enough for both my eyes, and probably a third eye if I had one. All the products I'm using, if I don't mention them, are going to be listed in the description box if you guys are interested. Next step is eyebrows, and her eyebrows, I'm looking over here at the picture, are super thick. Mine are nowhere near that thick, and hers are also shaped really differently than mine, so I'm going to do the best to kind of recreate that. Start with the lighter color and put that in the front part of my brows, because if you overdo this part, you're going to look just angry. So I'm going to use a lighter color there. We want it to like look on me like it, at least like it fits, and not like I'm trying to reshape my whole face, you know what I'm saying? This is like an inspired look. I'm not trying to look exactly like her, because then I would just fail every time. Next, we're going to go on to eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow for this look is really natural, but it's super glowy and unique. So even though it from far it just kind of looks basic, it actually is really nice from close up. She also has false lashes on, or her lashes are just completely perfect and long and luscious, and mine are stubby little stupid straight lashes. So I'm not using false lashes because I totally fail at false lashes, but if you want to really go all out, then I guess you could. But for now, I'm just going to apply my Eyeshadow Primer. This is from Jane. I really like this one. It's only $8 and it works better than the Urban Decay one in my opinion. And the palette I'm going to use is a Lorac Pro, because I feel like that has a lot of basic shades, and even if you don't have it, you probably have shades that look similar to this. I'm going to be using kind of a mix between Sable, Mauve, and what's this one? Taupe. And I'm also going to use a Wet n Wild palette, the Walking on Eggshells, which I think a lot of people have in their collection because it's only like $3, not even. Those are the palettes I'm going to be using, so if you can find similar colors in your collection, then by all means you don't need to buy the exact same things I'm using. So I'm going to first go in with Sable, the darker brown one right here, this one. And I'm going to pop that in my crease. And the thing is, her crease, it's not a completely crease, it's just the outer half, and it goes up really high because she, just like me, has a lot of space between her brow and her eyelid. Start that in the crease, and that looks super dark and heavy, so what I'm going to do is take a tissue and just wipe off any extra powder that might be on my brush, and then just blend that into the outer V. I'm going to go in with the taupe shade, which is that one right there. It's kind of a warm light brown, and blend that a little bit higher. Since her darker shade goes pretty high up, like almost all the way to her brow. The most important part of this look is the blending. It takes forever. But I'm just going to do that to the other eye, and I'll be right back with the next step. I did the same thing to the other eyeball, and the eyeball, yeah. And what we're going to do is go a little bit on the lower lash line with this little smudgy looking wet brush, and I'm going to take the mauve shade that I was going to use in the crease that I just don't really think I need. I'm going to take that and mix it with taupe, so I'm going to use both of those shades and just take that right here on the outer half of the lower lash line and then blend it with my finger because I don't want to add any more product there because hers is really light. Also, her eyes are just so round, so my eyes are not going to look that round. Her brow bone really only has a matte highlight on it. Like, it's definitely lighter than the rest, but it's not as strong as the inner corner highlight because the focus is definitely the inner corner highlight. So I'm going to take the matte white cream shade right there and just use my finger and just apply that to the brow bone to give it super subtle highlight. And then with a flat brush, I'm going to take light bronze right there and use that all on the inner half of the lid. I really want to build this up a lot because this is really strong. And her highlight actually goes all the way up here, but I'm not going to use this shade. I'm going to kind of blend it with another highlight shade. Now I'm going to switch over to the Wet n Wild palette I was telling you guys about. And I'm going to use the Brow Bone shade, which is the most gorgeous, subtle, perfect highlight. I wish there was like this whole thing was just that one shade. It's so pretty. I'm going to apply that all the way on the inner corner. I'm going to take it underneath the eye and even up into this area right here because that's where she has it. We're going to take that all the way over the inner area, all the way up into the inner corner, and all the way underneath the lash line, all the way to the middle of the eye. And she actually doesn't have any eyeliner on whatsoever, I don't think. So what I'm going to do is just to make my lashes look a little bit darker like hers, is I'm just going to take that sable color, or I'm going to maybe mix those two, sable and espresso, any kind of dark brown matte shade, because I don't think she has black, but I'm just going to mix that really lightly and just apply that to my lash line so close that you can't even see it, but just enough that it kind of makes my lashes look darker, but you don't have to do this if you naturally have dark lashes. Just really wiggling that right in between the lash line, because we don't want it to be overwhelming, but you can kind of see the difference between those eyes. This one just looks a little bit more lifted. And now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply tons of mascara. I'm going to mix two. I'm going to mix the Lash Stiletto by Maybelline, which is my favorite all-time mascara, and I'm going to add the Clump Pressure just to separate and use this on the bottom lashes. Curl those lashes because her lashes are so long and like curled. If you naturally have curled lashes, I secretly hate you, just so you know, because my lashes point downward pretty much. So back to the skin. She has really kind of bronze and glowy and really beautiful looking skin that just looks absolutely amazing. And I look like a pale ghost. I start with cream bronzer and cream blush because I feel like her face, even though it's bronzed, it looks super dewy and glowy and amazing. So I would recommend using cream products if you have them for this look because it's just gonna look more authentic and natural looking, and I think cream products are amazing, and I would probably use them even if she didn't have glowy skin, to be honest. I'm going to use the Stila Convertible color as my bronzer in Camilla. It's a gorgeous kind of really warm toned bronzery blush color. She's not really having a contour, but it's kind of where people put blush on the back of the cheekbone, like a little bit higher up than a contour. And just stippling that will give it a really natural look, and you can already see how my face looks so much better on this side than that side. And then she has a really nice rosy pink peachy gorgeous shade of blush on, and I'm going to use this one to get that look. And like I said, it's really glowy, so I'm going to use this Stila Convertible color in Gerbera. It's a really gorgeous like pinky peach shade. Really like that one, very pretty. And I'm just going to take that right on the apples of the cheek right here because it doesn't really go anywhere else. I'm going to use the same brush for that. I think her shade is a little bit darker than mine, but my face is a lot paler than hers, so it kind of works anyway. And then lips. Okay, I was really excited about the lips for this look, and the first thing I'm going to use is this Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick in Matte Bear. It's just kind of like a natural matte color. Hers is a bit lighter than this, so I applied some, there's a fuzz. I applied some chapstick before, and I'm going to apply this really lightly and blend it out in my finger because hers is a bit lighter and I have the exact shade, and it is really glossy, so this isn't like a matte look anyway, so you don't have to use a matte shade, but this is the closest color I had, even though it's matte, if that makes sense. I'm going to take a tissue and blot. Next shade I'm going to use for lip gloss is this one from Clarins, and it is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in number 1. Set this with the NYX Dewy Finish set spray because, like I said, her skin is so dewy, and this is just going to hold it in and then just make it look nice but not matte. This has a really nice fine mist, so you really don't need that much. But that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more from me, whether it's makeup, hair, fashion, red, whatever. The subscribe button will be at the end of this video, and it's right down there. When you subscribe, it's free. All you do is get notified that I put up a new video, so it's really great, I think, and I'd appreciate if you guys did it. Make sure you check out the description box for all my other like celebrity-inspired makeup tutorials, including Dobrev and Mila Kunis. I really had fun doing those, and also I did Serena Vanderwoodsen, which was one of my favorite ones to do. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I don't know what I was going to say. So those are all in the description box, so make sure you go check them out. Why am I singing all my words? I am such a weirdo. Bye!